What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man in the Ground podcast. Your boy Brian James, and I'm back with my guy Philly. What's good, Philly?
Hey man, I'm having a great week. How about you?
Great week, man. Great week, to say the least. Great week.
Okay, okay. Not better than mine though. Not better than mine.
Hey, man. I'm just saying. It's been a great week, man. We had a lot of good things going on. Uh, you know, let's see what happens. We got the
Okay.
chat. We got the chat already saying that you're gonna turn Ohio State into a D2 if you get them in Dynasty.
Negative. Chat. He has been talking about this for the past couple of days, but nobody except for Black Phoenix decided to co-sign. I've already screenshotted. I got the receipts. I knew you were going to come on the air and you was going to try to get this thing started. So let's just be really clear right now. If I get the Ohio State University, that is not going to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
And even if I don't, that's not going to happen. Because the closer we get to playing without MUT cards, the harder it's going to be for people to win. I just want you to know.
Okay. With that being
All right?
said,
Done.
It's been a lot of football debate going on in the Discord.
Yeah, true.
A lot of debating going on in the Discord. Those of you who've been participating in those conversations, you know what those conversations have been. We had the top 25 most difficult places to play or win, or difficult stadiums to play at, and a lot of people weren't pleased with the stadiums that they listed.
And I agree with that, but I want to hear what you think about that.
Me personally, let me see if I can pull up those stadiums. Let's see if I can pull those stadiums up.
Okay.
See if I can pull those stadiums up real quick. Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
Because I've been to some of those stadiums, but my feeling is this: there's a big difference between being in the crowd and being on the field. So, for people that have played in those stadiums, I mean, what was your benchmark? Now, granted, it's going to create controversy, right? And you're going to get that pub, you're going to get that press. People are going to be politicking, and that's what you want. You want to have controversy surrounding the game. And obviously this is probably going to be a sensitive issue, but I don't agree with the list, but I do feel that people that have actually played in those stadiums should definitely be heard and definitely have a great opinion. That people should consider and listen to, because it's different. It's different. It's so different when you're in the stands versus being on the field. So.
Okay.
How's it looking? I see you got it up. Let's go.
No, I got the list right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and save it so I can place it on the screen for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the top 10, I should say.
Yeah.
Bring that up right here. And let me see. No, but a lot of people, like I said, had a lot of issue with it. Me personally, wasn't that big of a deal, but to each his own.
Well, I mean, look, you gotta. Okay, it took them, probably longer than 4 years to put this together, and people's expectations of this game, they should be high, because we're at a certain level of playing video games, a certain level of technology, right? And these are the basics, right? Alabama's got traditions. Ohio's got traditions. Oregon's got traditions. USC. There's so many colleges with so many traditions. It's going to take a long time, and they absolutely have to and must be in the game. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
But when it comes to other factors, social media, obviously, fan bases, obviously.
No, but in my opinion, I know a lot of people took issue with the list. You know what I mean? They were like a few. They like, why is this team in the top 10? Like I think going to Ohio State, beating Ohio State at Ohio State is a difficult task. I think going to Alabama and beating Alabama at Bama is a difficult task.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Penn State and beating them in their stadium is a difficult task. Same for Georgia. Florida State is another place. You know what I'm saying? When they get that doing that sound in the stadium, that it becomes a difficult task. You know what I'm saying? I think Florida with the Gators and Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. I think that's a difficult task. So in my opinion, Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin to a certain extent is a difficult task, but I think it's more so the weather aspect of it, in my opinion. But I know a lot of in that conference, a lot of teams playing that type of weather. But I still think think dealing with, because Wisconsin always has a good run game.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that you're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah.
On top of that, you got to deal with the loud crowd, the weather factors. And it's a difficult game to win, to say the least. So, I agree. I would maybe my order, the top 10, maybe in a different order.
Yeah.
And it may be a few teams that aren't on here that I would put on there. But I know Taylor May was mad that Mississippi State wasn't on there. He's like, the cowbells, trying to win it with those cowbells is going to be a difficult thing to do. But, I think, but they said every team and every stadium is going to have its ups and its benefits and perks to playing there. You know what I mean? Playing a home game.
Yeah.
So we'll see how big of an impact it is. But I don't have any true gripes with the list. I know a lot of people did. But in my opinion, there are other stadiums that may be louder than these stadiums or maybe more difficult to win in, but based on the merits on which they tried to describe the difficulty of playing in these stadiums, I don't have a problem with this list. Because all the stadiums are interchangeable depending on what team the team is playing. You know what I mean?
Well, see, that was gonna be my point right there, right?
Yeah.
All these places, yes, they are difficult to play, but for whom?
Yeah.
Because when the big dogs start playing against the big dog, and I'm not talking about rivalry games, but I'm just talking about when the bigger programs start playing against the bigger programs. It does come down to talent. I'm not saying that the stadium doesn't have an impact. Obviously, it does. But if you are a middle of the pack team, right, or the pendulum just happens to be you're in a rebuilding stage and mode, I mean, absolutely. You got freshmen coming in there. Maybe they're not 5-star. Like, they're going to be shook. That is fair to say. So, I'm just curious to see, obviously, how it translates into gameplay.
Yeah.
Because if I'm coming in to, what's that team that thinks they're as good as Ohio State? I can't remember the name of them, but, Ohio State, let's say they go on the road. They've won there before. You know what I mean? It's not like in some of these rivalry games, it's not like Bama hasn't won at Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like that at all. So, I'm just excited to see what those real matchups look like when they're division rivalries, or when you have somebody on your schedule that's tough. No way around it. How do those teams react against the the crowd noise and the momentum meters and everything else that they have going for that that particular team? That to me. But yeah, if you're a lesser squad, I mean, obviously you expect that. It's gonna be tough.
It's definitely gonna be tough. So with that being said, like I said, the game, as you can see on the screen right now, the gameplay, the game atmosphere looks remarkable. College football looks like a great game. Like, it's going to be a great game. Is it going to be game of the year? I don't know. But based on what I'm seeing, the hype around it, the hype surrounding it, has the potential to be. At least for sports games.
Well, I don't know if college football is going to be taking any of the sporting game crowns, but I will say they knew that they had to come with the attention to detail, and they did that.
Yeah, this is remarkable. What you're seeing on the screen right now is remarkable. Like I don't. You're looking at it. You're like, oh well, these are just mostly cutscenes. No, I mean like these cutscenes along with the detail, the clarity, the smoothness in the gameplay. Look how smooth that looks right there. Look how the commentary that they've added within the game to give you that element. It feels like ESPN Saturday on ESPN or ABC. It feels like that. Like it looks like that. That's the vibe I'm getting. When you listen to the commentary and things like that, look at the way the guy's looking back to see how close the defenders are on his heels. It looks like college football. It looks real. It gets me hyped watching it. I can't wait to play it. You know what I mean? Like the game can't come out fast enough.
I only have a couple of weeks.
Man, but that's the thing. Like it's a couple of weeks, but them couple of weeks seem like forever. Seem like a couple of months right now because you're looking at this game. It looks better than anything we've played to date. Now, how it actually plays, we'll see what happens when we get our hands on the game. But as of right now, based on appearance, this game look lit. This game look like it's gonna be the real deal.
No, it absolutely should. But it's to your point. If it doesn't meet the performance standards, then you know what? It's just like every other game, and that's fine.
Nah, it's not.
But I'm saying this is the part.
This is the part
where Madden and everything else. Like, look forward to it until it shows you that it isn't what you thought it was, or it starts to fall apart. But right now, you haven't even played the game, so why are you even going to be a Debbie Downer? Don't be a Debbie Downer.
Don't be negative, man. Like I said, my thing is this. Like this is what I was telling Snipes. The game could play like Tecmo Bowl, but just because it's college football and it has all of these new nuances to the game. All this realistic atmosphere, this big game hype around it, this big game in-game hype while you're playing it, mascots, crowd in atmosphere, commentators give you new commentary, mascots running up and down the field, players on the sideline reacting to plays and things like that, getting into the camera's face and all that kind of stuff. This is something that we haven't seen in a football game. With these type of graphics, with the next gen graphics, you know what I'm saying? Look how smooth those runs are. And I know we're gonna get to Madden in a second, but look how smooth those runs are. The game speed, I like the game speed. I like the feel of the game speed. I like it. You can't snap the ball. Crowd volume too high. They can't hear it. Center can't hear it. So that's why I'm like I like it. Delay game on the play, So it's I'm hyped about this game. Like I said, I told everybody this morning when we watched the reveal and the details in the video and the sights and sounds and all that stuff. I'm hyped about this game, and I don't get excited about much as of late.
That's not true.
I haven't been excited about anything in regards to football gaming in a while. I am excited about this game.
Look, there's a lot to be excited about. Like you said, it can't get here soon enough. It's going to be a lot of fun to play. And in all fairness, you know what?
No beta for college.
You know what? Sometimes, right? Sometimes it's the group of players that can make the game a tremendous experience. In addition to the gameplay that's put out there.
Yep, for sure.
Because no video game is going to be perfect. There's always people looking to modify stuff or sliders or code break. Like the fact that those elements are still available in the game. You can say what you want to say. Some games they just came as is.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. You dealt with it, you had to deal with it. But the fact that they've taken, and they needed to take years to show each school the love that they deserve. And there's a lot more schools that aren't even a part of this process just yet. So hopefully, they do end up adding them. I mean, how can you look at this presentation and think you know everything about the game or the way the game plays or what type of experience that you're going to have in the next couple of weeks.
Like I
Because
said,
I don't see it.
I'm looking at the way the players most moving up and down the field when they run the ball. You know, just like I said, the cut scenes, the commentary sounded really great based on these clips that we've seen. The intros, the outros, the halftime breakdowns, the bands running on the field. You know, just everything. Like everything is just, it's refreshing to see. The reactions, the celebrations on the sidelines after a big play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are things that we didn't see. It makes the game feel alive. Like when you got the players that's on the field, they're actively moving around. Like they're actively moving once the ball is snapped. These guys are moving before the ball is snapped. The ball is snapped and everything. These guys are reacting to the plays that are happening on the field, on the sideline. It's like the players on the sideline, even though they're not in the game, they're alive. You know, so that's why I said from an atmospheric standpoint, this game is enough to make you be just off of atmosphere alone. It's enough to get you hyped about the game. So
now I will say this: once you start getting to the bowl games, I am very curious to see how that translates.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how that translates because you know there's going to be a lot of interest on my part for the bowl games and the rivalry games because I definitely am looking forward to that in some of those matchups because you know if you've ever been to any of these college games or you played in any of these college games, you got to wait till you get your hands on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to see if it takes you back. You want to see what that experience is that they captured, you know.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You know, chops, everything that you got, everything that you love about the school that you want to play with. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best part. It's because you know there's going to be a lot of feedback. So to me, that means people are invested, they're interested, and yeah, man. It's a lot to look forward to. So
yeah, for sure. And with that being said, I encourage everybody to go to MaddenUnderground.com if you plan on participating in our Madden leagues. Go to UndergroundSportsGaming.com if you plan on participating in our college league. We'll also have a collegefootballunderground.com website that's available to you as well. That will be strictly for all things college football. So make sure you guys be on the lookout for that as well. But so yeah, but if you're interested as of right now, if you want to get into our college football database, go to undergroundsportsgaming.com. Let us know what console you're playing on, and we'll get you the information as soon as it becomes available, so you guys can get into our dynasty leagues. You guys can compete and have a great time. You know, it's gonna be great. Team selection will be, I would say, probably late July. Team selection. We'll have a lottery. Everybody be assigned a number, and those numbers will be randomly selected, and that will determine the order in which everyone will pick their team. Now we had questions about conferences and how conferences will be aligned and things like that. We haven't decided that yet. We're just trying to see what the capabilities of Dynasty is in regards to realigning conferences and things like that. And once we have that information, we can tell you how those conferences will be aligned. And yes, no one that is in the league will be handling the lottery, so you don't have to worry about the lottery being rigged. Yeah. So if Snipes is in it, Snipes will only choose for leagues he's not in.
Oh.
So remember you had the number one pick that year.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Snipes knows. But yeah, so we'll definitely have someone that's not in the league doing the lottery, so that you have to worry about somebody rigging the lottery. It won't be rigged. So and it'll be live streamed too, so you guys, everybody can tune in and see it happening in real time. So
and if I may, because I had a bad experience. I hope that you don't have your son make the selection, because last time, I thought I was gonna get the hookup, and he didn't.
He kept it fair, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He kept it fair.
Too fair.
And I didn't appreciate that.
I think we both had late picks that year.
We did. We did.
We both had.
There was no punishment. No. Yeah, he wasn't grounded or nothing.
Yeah, we both had really late picks that year. That wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So with that being said, we'll be doing that. A lot of people have been asking, how we'll be doing the leagues for Madden this year. In regards to Madden, we'll have 2 pro leagues, and like I said, with hybrid, we want hybrid to be for the guys that have never played at Madden Underground before and may not be quite pro ready yet. We want that to kind of like hybrid to be kind of the proving ground for Madden Underground. We won't be that would be a free league. It would be just a place where you can hone your skills and better understand franchise mode. Because playing Madden and then playing franchise, 2 different things. You know what I mean? A lot of guys don't understand that. They think, oh, I'm going to play in a Madden league and I'm just going to play with my team. And then when you get to the offseason, these dudes don't know what to do. So we want to make sure those kind of guys are in our hybrid league so they can get familiar and better acclimated with what it is that franchise is as a whole, and they can determine if they want to, how they want to go about it. So we'll have that ready for you guys. Dynasty League will be $25. We're not going crazy with it because we don't know what the game holds. We don't know what the game is going to be presented, but we're going to keep it kind of the pricing low, so everybody can get a feel for what they want and get an opportunity to get the team at a reasonable rate that they would like to have. So $25 for the college league. For the Pro Madden League, we will be doing an auction again. So,
can you say any more about that, or
no? That's all I'm going right now. We'll have full on reviews for those things too, for college.
Right.
I mean for Madden. But as of right now, college league, it'll be a lottery with a $25 fee per season, or basically a $25 team subscription, which would be season by season. And and then go from there, man. It's gonna be low price but pretty intense. And as the game progresses and we get familiar with it, we may be able to go up on it a little bit to increase the prize pool. But the thing is, I wanted it to be real. Like I want to get a bit of real dynasty atmosphere. I want the injuries to be on. I want everything where players like you get the full experience of the game, So
yeah.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But as far as Madden goes, yeah, we'll definitely be doing an auction again. It's gonna be great, and I know everybody's gonna enjoy it. We'll have a auction stream like we did last year, and we'll keep track of who's being picked and who's being selected by who in real time, and everybody will be able to see it in real time. So it's gonna be dope. So make sure y'all keep it locked, man. But yeah, we definitely gonna be doing a lot of different things this year for franchise and dynasty. We're trying to give you guys real, like you got MUT. We don't want to give you a MUT experience. We want to give you a franchise experience. We want to give you a dynasty experience. If you want to play MUT, we will be doing things with MUT and Ultimate Team for college, but there will be something totally separate. They will not be similar. So if you want to do, if you're a MUT person, and you need certain things to play, you need certain abilities and all that stuff, just wait for the MUT stuff to participate. Sign up for the MUT stuff. You know what I mean? But as far as if you just want a good experience, a good dynasty experience, a good franchise experience, a good competitive franchise experience, then come on over and try to compete. We've had multiple MCS finalists and winners play in our league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's some of them come in and they compete and they win. Some of them come in, they compete and they get slapped up. So there's definitely a variety of competition and competitors when it comes down to playing in our Madden leagues. And we want to bring that over to the college side too, where you got a plethora of competitive quality players, and they all know what they're they're there for. You know what I mean? The league doesn't go idle at a certain time when somebody doesn't feel like they can't make the playoffs anymore and things like that. So we want to make sure that it's completely competitive the entire year. Every week, every advance, you know, you got a game to play and things like that. You don't have to sit up and wait for, I'm gonna get a forced win this week because this guy's out the playoffs and he doesn't want to compete anymore. You know, we
you know, I'm gonna say this to your point. You led the show off talking about how if I get Ohio State, I would turn them into a Division II school. And first of all, that's not true. But I'll tell you what I would do. If I did get the number 1 pick, I would draft that team that thinks that they are a rival, and I would drive them into the ground. Oh, I would take them all the way to Division III. Division III. Division III.
That's the man that's looking for an excuse because he can't win. You sound like a guy that had no intentions of winning. Like I can't win. I know I can't win, so I'm just gonna ruin somebody else's dream and process.
Hey. Sometimes that's all you got is hate, and bitterness.
When you're losing like the way you've been losing, it happens.
Spiteful.
So you've been losing, but no.
See, that's fear.
No, I get
that's
it.
fear in the chat.
I get it.
That's fear in the chat.
We know Philly can't win regardless. Yep. Shout out to Gaming Mayhem on YouTube, man. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for stopping by, tuning in, man. Appreciate your viewership. Be sure to hit that follow button if you haven't already hit it, man. We appreciate the follow or subscribe, or wherever you're viewing from. But yeah, definitely, man. I'm excited about this, man. The game, like I said, the college football game looks great. This Friday, the beta comes back. Have you missed the beta, Philly?
Did I miss it?
Did you miss the Madden beta? Have you been missing not being able to play it? Like, oddly,
a little bit.
I mean, when I turned my Xbox on, it was the last game I played, and I was in the middle of a game, and I put the quarters on like 10-minute quarters. So every time I turn my Xbox on, it goes back into the beta.
Okay, look, I knew that when it comes back, right, we're gonna get a chance to jump into franchise.
Yeah.
And you know, I learned from my past experiences, you know, not to fall in love with the betas. But I think, you know, sometimes we do need a break before, you know, you get a chance to play sports. And I think for me, I'm more
simply too deep, man. What up, bro? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you viewing, and be sure to hit that follow button if you haven't already, man. Appreciate your viewership.
Yeah, but it's time. You know what I mean? Like, you know, our break is over. You know, we put a lot of time and effort to get.
I need the beta, bro. I need the beta. I've been sitting around here.
That's because you got the ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be real. You got your ducks in a row. You ready? You know, you got college football. You know, you ready and waiting.
I'm ready.
You got Madden. You ready and waiting.
I'm
so
waiting.
you got free time on your hands.
Nah, man. But the thing is, like we've been watching everything, all the games that have been coming out.
Yes.
All the different other, like none Madden games that have been coming out, none sports games that have been coming out. But the games look amazing. Like they dropped the Madden trailer. They had Justin Fields on the kick return. Let's see if I can find the Madden trailer too. Let's see, Madden 25. Let's fucking search that.
Yeah, we'll transition into that.
Transition into that.
You know, because I'll just keep talking about Gears of War or the New York Knicks. Just depends.
So this was the Madden 25 review right here. And as you can see, this isn't gameplay footage. It's a trailer. It just rubbed me wrong because Justin Fields is on the kick return. I just thought that was stupid. But, you know, it is what it is. Bring up anything non-football related out of respect to your channel. No, hey man, we talk about everything here, bro. If you want to talk about your girlfriend and things that your life that may be bothering you, hey man, you feel open enough to let us talk about that. Feel free to share. I'm just playing, but I'm just saying if it needs to be done for the chat, man, we're definitely here. We're here for the chat. You know what I'm saying? But
no, that's fair. That's fair.
Definitely, man. Anything on your mind, feel free to talk about it, man. But no, it's all love, man. But but with the game, man, like I said, like right here with Pacheco, you see him running like he running in real life. I actually thought that was dope. That was dope. The way Pacheco start digging, you know, he be doing that hard, reach stumping the ground, running. That was pretty dope right there. Mm-hmm. Look at Christian McCaffrey with the feet chatter and the cut and the spin. that was pretty dope. So I think they showed us a lot of different things that the game has to offer. But to a certain extent, but I can't. Me personally, I can't wait to see it in real time.
Yeah.
See it in real time, and I'm not complaining. It was just this right here, Justin Fields on the kick return, and they tried to highlight that, like that was a big deal. Like, oh, we're gonna have Justin Fields put a quarterback in the kick return. Oh my God, that's
really
that was
like that.
I thought that was.
I didn't see it like.
Okay,
that.
how did you see it? How did you see it?
When I watched that play, to me, it's the fact that there's a reverse coming the other way.
Yeah, that's true. They got a reverse on kick returns now.
Right, because normally, you know what I mean. If you pitch the ball, that's maybe the closest thing you can try to get to it. But the fact that it's actually in the game, to me, I hope and pray, Justin Fields, because you know how I feel about him as a quarterback. I hope he's not experiencing that. However, just the fact that you can bring the ball back the other way, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, okay.
So if that was the whole point of it, then that's great. But there's some things during the beta that you were able to see. You pointed out to me. We took a look at it. Some features that I think are going to be very interesting. And I do have questions with how they're going to work. I'm talking about.
They're showing us a lot of the new features as far as the run game goes, the jukes and things like that. How fluid the jukes are now. It's not just that quick juke, the quick juke from Madden 24, but it's more realistic. They gotta plant their feet. They stop plant. They give you shoulder movements, chattering the feet, and all that stuff is realistic now. So also the facial captures. Let's go back. Let me go back to that. I thought Odunze facial capture was extremely on point. But Pacheco right here, look at him digging, man. I like that. Look at that Goodell. You got Goodell out there. Look at these facial captures right there, Philly.
Okay, see, I hope you're right.
That's so dope. That looks just like that, man. That's 2K quality facial captures right there, bro. That's NBA 2K quality right there. He got the stubbleness from the beard, all that stuff, the detail and everything. The braids is on point. I like it.
Okay, but look, here's the thing. They've done this before. They've gotten it right with some players, but then they got other players looking like Mahershala Ali. And you know which player I'm talking about.
Nah, yeah, it's a couple of them.
And my man ain't getting his royalties. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, how is this like the standard look?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Throw some Key and Peele up in there. Give me some Kringleberry pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like fill in the gaps. Come on, man. Put some effort into it.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
All right, go ahead.
There's been a lot of roster movement in the NFL as of late this year.
Yeah.
A lot of teams have upgraded, a lot of teams downgraded. What is the team like? If you had to go get the best team, the team that you consider to be the best team, out the gate, which team do you think it is?
In the real world or in Madden?
In Madden.
Oh, the Eagles.
Eagles, my bad. All right.
Eagles.
All right. Let's making sure we on the same page. Because like I said, Philadelphia roster this year, in my opinion, is a perfect franchise roster. Like, it's the perfect franchise roster. You got nothing but young talent. You've got a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs. You got a bunch of secondary players, young secondary players. You got a lot of veterans that can still play in the secondary. You got a young offense. They just got Saquon. They just drafted a 6'7" receiver. You know what I mean? Like it's everything you could ask for, and there is any style of football they want to play, they can play.
But you're not talking about he who shall remain nameless. I mean, the distance has grown wider, D. James. Okay, they have a number one receiver. You know his name.
Yeah, I know. AJ Brown. Man.
They got a number one running back.
They got a number two receiver. They got a number one and
I
two
know
receiver.
They do. I'm just saying they have depth.
Mm-hmm.
They have talent.
Mm-hmm.
They have youth.
Mm-hmm.
They have experience.
Mm-hmm.
They have abilities. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
I like what you talk. Hey, Trace, man Almighty. I like that energy, bro. It's your year. You got to believe it. You know what I mean? Speak it into existence. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But this year is going to be different, man. I feel like it's my year. I feel like it's my year to dominate. I feel like I might win an MCS belt this year. You know what I mean? I might. Yeah. This might be the year I get me one.
Go Titans.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens, man. I know the big deal on college football is the wear and tear. I know that's gonna have. I know they're gonna implement that because they gave us a brief sample of it in Madden 24. Everybody cried about it. Oh, my players are turning red. It's a fatigue glitch. This year they actually show you where the players fatigued at, in college they do. I don't know about Madden, but they actually show you where the players is fatigued at in college, and why he's fatigued and things like that, right? And I think that if they're gonna keep that in the game, if they're gonna bring that to Madden, if that's actually in Madden like it is in college, that's gonna make things very, very interesting. And one thing that like I said, I love about this year's game is that you cannot stop the run game with spinner or none of that stuff this year. So, you actually gotta put some linebackers on the field, man. You gotta have some backers on the field.
Yeah, you do.
So,
yeah, you do. Learn your run fits.
Learn them run fits. That is gonna be real. It's gonna be real. Yeah. And all these new moves and everything like that is gonna make it that much more interesting. But you definitely wanna be locked in, man. The beta comes back Friday. I know everybody's gonna be trying to see what franchise is about. What kind of experience, what kind of vibe and energy are they bringing with the franchise scene? Me, I just want to see what the coaching traits are, what the coaching traits are looking like. If they're gonna be doing that speed thing again, because if that's the case, yeah, I might be a college football guy because that speed thing was stupid. Giving entire position groups +3 speed on every player. Do without that, man.
Again, to me, it's all learning curves. It had learning curves with abilities. Remember, the only way that you could change your abilities was through re-rolling, right? And then they let you pick your abilities. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it still comes down to style of play. You can't call yourself the best Madden player in the world. You don't play with injuries on, fatigue on. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think that. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
No. But what I'm saying is, that
I mean, like,
crying,
you're not gonna see no injuries in much.
For abilities. No, I'm saying crying for abilities. They weren't in the game. What? 5 years ago. That's when they started, right? 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm just saying, like, even with the coaching trees, they probably will change it. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question. I want your opinion in this. What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that get you clowned, and how would you handle those embarrassing situations? It's easy, man. I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I could be embarrassed.
Well, that's a loaded question, though, because there's a lot of things. People have advantage to technology that they didn't years ago.
Yeah.
So you have AI, you got all this kind of stuff, and half the time, how can you even believe what you see is real? So all I would say to what you said is, this exists, so keep yourself out of the situations. Select your content wisely. You know what I'm saying? So you got to show some maturity level. You can't just go in thinking that everything is for you or that you understand, the culture that you're bearing witness to, and that just requires a little bit of maturity and growth on your part. And hey, you're gonna take some L's. You're gonna see some things, or you're gonna experience some things.
Let me get my water.
And that's just part of life. It's all part of growth. So. You know what I'm saying? You just have to just keep it simple. Keep it simple. You don't have to be all things to all people. You don't have to like everything that everybody else likes. Keep it simple. And respect other people. And life is real easy after that. Now, clearly, you probably ran to get your little afternoon snack.
Oh, me?
Yep, there it is. What is it? What you drinking this time?
Minute Maid fruit punch, man.
What you had last time that you swore that you loved so much?
Oh, that was the Ocean Spray Tropical Blend.
So where's that at?
It's in the refrigerator.
So why didn't you get that?
Well, this is already open.
That's still not good
Already open. Yeah, so I don't believe in wasting leftover drinks. You know, I'm not a waster. I'm not a waster of the given the heat that we're under we're in California, bro. Mm-hmm. It's hot out there, I'm sure.
It's toasty.
Yeah,
it's toasty.
So what I'm saying, and it's only gonna get hotter. So my thing is, you save the best for last. You drink what's available when it's available, and then when you get down to those hot days, and you need something that's gonna not only quench your thirst, but take you to another level. You know what I'm saying? Quench your thirst, cold, thirst quenching, but also take you to another place. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
okay. That's why, you know, I got my water.
Yeah, water's the best thing you do. High quality.
But I throw the IV in there. You know what I'm saying? I throw the IV, you know, flavor it up a little bit, get some electrolytes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try to avoid the sugar.
Yeah.
Been hot out here.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Staying hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need you to start drinking some more water. You know what I'm saying? You always coming on with juice.
I got water.
And,
I got water. The thing is, I drink water all night at work. So it's like
nobody knows that. You're promoting diabetes on the show, man. You're always drinking sugary drinks.
Hey, man. If you seen the email of the sponsorship that was offered to us, you're gonna be like, yo, this we're off. There's some pretty fatty stuff that's being thrown at us right now.
Which brings me to my next point.
So
freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice.
They're sponsoring. No, it is what it is. But
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, the game looks great. Competition. My thing is, what do you think they're gonna do with the MCS this year? You got some MCS action going on the screen right now, but what do you think they're gonna do with the MCS with Madden 25? Are they gonna go the typical MUT route? I see they got seasons.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're going to try to open it up a little bit. Hopefully they bring back regs. I think that you know, it's the time to do that. I mean, that's what that's what you've been promoting for a very long time. Is that, you know, the game is balanced. The game has physics. It's got boom technology. Like you're promoting that there's more than one way to win. So the best way to show that is to have multiple ways to win. You know what I'm saying? Of course you're gonna have MUT cards come out. You always are. But, you know, should always be counters and balances for everything. Nothing should be OP. And then you just let people play the way they want to play. They want to pass, okay, you know, they're passers. They want to run the rock, they want to run the rock. They want to blitz, okay, let them blitz. They want to play coverage, let them play coverage. You know, a man zone, like, you should be able to play the way that you want to play the video game. No one style should be dominant. It just should.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, I think that they're gonna have you know, their MCS competitions are gonna be.
Do you remember how difficult it was to throw the ball on all Madden back in the day?
It was a skill.
It was a skill. I mean, like, if you played on all Madden, like, you knew what you were doing on offense. You had to know what you were doing on offense, because if you didn't, you was throwing interception after interception after interception. You know what I mean? Yep. But it actually requires some type of skill. And I watched this game, and Henry ran this exact same play and concept the entire game, and nobody could stop it.
Again, it should be a counter for everything.
It should be. But
it should be. But, you know, you asked if I think the MCS is going to be different this year. I think it is. I think it's going to be different. And I think it's going to be a little bit more exciting.
Will Henry dominate like he did this year?
I think that's possible. I think you know, when you talk about players on any level or version, competitive simulator, whatever you're talking about, anytime, you know, computer Madden, anytime you're talking about champions, they find ways to win, and there's just certain things that they understand about being competitive, and that's what makes them great. You know, it's those adjustments. You talk about it all the time. You know, we watched a great Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For season 5.
Yeah.
And some people, they want to look at it one way, and other people want to look at it another way. But the bottom line is, you know, you can catch somebody off guard. You got to knock them out. You got to close the deal.
Yeah.
They make adjustments, and that's what being a champion is all about. So, I do believe that the MUT is going to be a little bit different. I do think the MCS is going to be a little different. I think franchise is going to be a little different, and I'm looking forward to it, man. And we get to find out this weekend.
Yeah, I'm eager. I'm actually looking forward to it. Man. So, with that being said, we'll be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Next week, we'll have a lot of the information in regards to our leagues. So, dates, times, you'll be able to register. Mostly the college dynasty. So, next week, you'll be able to sign up, actually put your $25 in down, secure your spot, and get ready, man. And and then we'll set a date for the lottery, and
yeah,
like I said, if anybody that's trying to get back in the swing of things, and they haven't been playing a year, this is the year to do it. Jump back in there, man. It's like I said, $25. We're not going crazy with it for college, but get a feel for everything, get acclimated. And if you decide you want to do it again, or do it with the Madden, jump into Madden because you're feeling yourself in college, like, you know what, man, let me go ahead and see if I can do this in Madden too. I'm actually doing a pretty good job in college, But Madden's a totally different monster because you got trades, you got all kind of stuff going on in Madden. Yeah. So, but yeah, we welcome everybody. Just go head on over to MaddenUnderground.com. Click on that waitlist tab, and that way when we start sending out the information, you actually get the information delivered straight to your phone or your email address, whatever information you leave for us to contact you at. So, with that being said, we'll see you guys next week, and we are out of here.